to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. What up, y'all? Welcome. Let me see here. I forgot to hit go live on my Instagram. Let's go ahead and hit that. There we go. Yeah, we live now over here too. What's up, Carolyn?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Busy. I got a lot of people mad at me in my text messages and my emails and my social everywhere because I'm locked in, man. Working. It's taking me forever to reply to people, but I'm doing my best to stay on top of everything. In fact,
that's a good thing.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I've been good. Sure. Busy week, like same, very, very busy. Just trying to same thing. Answer everybody. So if I didn't answer you guys yet and you're watching this, I got you.
Facts. Okay. Well, we got some people typing in. I appreciate everybody checking in. Let's see who we got. Milan Cleaning Company. Shout out the Bay Area, California. Peter Bahi, longtime Clean Biz Network member. He said this ain't no fashion show. That's a fact. Let's see here. I can't read that at all, but shout out to Latvia checking in. Speaking of Latvia, I think that's where one of my editors are too. So shout out to y'all. Who else we got? Modesto, California checking in. That's where Peter at. Jeremy Craddock, new CBN member. Shout out to you. Craddock's Cleaning Services in Dallas, Texas. Louise Moore, another new CBN member, said, "What's up, AJ and Mark?" Even though Marquel ain't quite here yet, but hopefully he'll show up for us soon. I'm checking in from Macon, Georgia. Shout out to you and shout out to Macon. He said, "Oh wow, I didn't know you were on here, Carolyn." That's what's up. Yeah, we all here.
Hey.
So y'all let the questions roll in. Y'all already know. I want to show y'all something. If you watch this little trick I'm about to do right here, that's where you need to be. www.cbnconference.com. Y'all get your tickets. Carolyn's going to be there. I'm going to be there. And we want to see y'all at the Clean Biz Network Conference. Y'all is going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada on February 28th through March 1st. And it's gonna be everything you could think of, man. And first off, we're gonna have some fun. We celebrating the industry too. It ain't just one of them sit here, listen like you in school again type of conference. This is one of them ones where we're gonna get interactive, y'all. We're gonna have a party, we're gonna turn up, but we also are gonna learn. We got a lot of great speakers there that can teach you so many different things. And now, I mean, you can do number walk away with value and a lot of motivation, y'all. So, and you're gonna have some fun as well. So make sure y'all meet us there. Go to www.cbnconference.com. I see this question already, even though it's at the bottom. MDP said, when is the next conference? I don't know if it's gonna be one. I'm already going back and forth with it. It's a lot of work. I am tired. I really should have put a longer break in between the last one and this one, but I was just so anxious to do another one because I was high off the last one. But I don't know if there'll be one. So all I can say is get your tickets for this one, so you can, just in case it's the last one. But I don't know.
Yeah, you guys got to show up, show out, dude. It is a lot of work that goes into planning, such an event. Just seeing the little bit of what goes on to put something like this. I've never personally done it, but I've been a part of a couple of them, and it is a lot. It's a lot of time, money invested. So be sure to grab your tickets, you guys, to this conference that's coming up right now. We're going to be meeting in a month and 2 days. So it's really, really rapidly approaching. And also the deadline to get the tickets is this Sunday, right? So we have today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You guys have 4 days to grab your tickets before they are no longer available. Also, I know I mentioned this in the past lives, but maybe this is the first time you're catching this. AJ does have a payment plan on his Shopify. So if you're worried about putting up the $500 for the ticket in one shot, then there are payment options for you guys there, as well as a discount at the hotel that will be holding the conference at. So also airfare is very inexpensive right now.
Thank you for that.
So let's go.
Right. You always take care of the housekeeping for us and get us under control.
Let's go.
All right, now who else we got in here? All right, I saw something else before we get, because that's about to be a question. Before we jump into it, I want to shout out to Adrian Hill checking in, Plush Cleaning Services in Atlanta, and also to Taser. I'm gonna go with Taser Cleaning Service, Taser Cleaning Service, one of them. But anyway, shout out to you, hi family. All right, Peter got to get us started with the questions. Let's get into it. I love the questions. We're gonna have some fun. AJ and Carolyn, please help. How do I staff when I'm not being paid until the end of the month? Do I just pay them once a month? So to be honest with you, that's what I did. I ain't have nothing. So it's basically, listen, you get paid when I get paid, and we pray for God that the customer actually pays. That's pretty much how I did it in the beginning. Now, the more ideal way would be to you clean it yourself until you stack up some cash reserves, and then you can pay your people, months, what is it, by what do you call it, semi-monthly or something like that, basically the 1st and the 15th, or every 2 weeks, or even weekly if you want to pay weekly, but you have the cash reserves in, and then you get replenished when you get paid. So that would be the ideal way. But hell, if you want to hire now and you got to move boots, that is a way to do it. That's the way that I did it. What you got on that, girl?
Same thing. I would only have them, pay them out toward the end, or right now, since that's the jam that you're in. But also something that I've heard a lot of cleaning business owners doing is billing up front for the month. So I know that might not fix the situation that you have right now, but going forward, you can ask to get paid at the beginning of the month, right? For all your other contracts coming up. That way that can help you with a little bit of the cash flow. There is there's other options. I just don't really want to speak on them too much because I don't know how solid things are. But I do know there was one point in my business where I had a really, really tight bind of a cash flow issue. We were cleaning like 20 dental offices. We weren't getting paid even at our net 30. And they were holding our money for quite some time. And I remember searching up something called factoring, where you can actually reach out to these companies. And again, check through all this information. I'm not like co-signing this, but you can factor out some of your accounts. So what they do is like another company will pay you ahead of time for the contracts. But of course there's some type of, fee or something of that nature. I ended up not going that route. I ended up just really pushing hard for my money. But yeah, there's always a way, if you're in a jam, you can always try to figure something out like that.
Facts. All right, let's see. We got MDP. Oh, I already got that one already. And what else we got? Wish to meet you all there. Looking forward to meeting you, Taser. I did see that you said the first way I said it was correct, so we're gonna roll with Taser. All right. I wish I could go. I hope everyone has a good time. Yeah, we hope, man. Oh, that's my guy too, Aquaman Cleaning. Shout out Christian Gilbert checking in. Check out the interview I did with him on my channel. Man, I wish you could make it, but that's cool, dog. Either way, since you in CBN, so if we don't have another conference, I tell you what we will always do. We're gonna have some type of retreat at the minimum, and it'll only be for Clean Business Network members, though. So even if I don't catch you at another conference, we definitely catch you at a retreat for sure. All right. Milan Cleaning Company says, what are your top 3 ad platforms to pull customers? You want to jump on that one first, Carolyn?
I'm going to say Google.
All right, cool. So for me, I never ran ads for cleaning. I never did that. I like cold calling. That's what I do. That's how my whole lead generation service runs off. But I'm trying to do multiple things at once, but I think I figured it out now. But anyway, but as far as ads, though, like I always tell people, I would prefer that you do something that's more quantifiable. Like unless you're an ads specialist and you're really good at that, it's very hard to quantify like if it's working or not and how much money you can put in. Like for example, if I buy leads, I know, bam, if I buy X amount of leads, I get X amount of walkthroughs. Out of X amount of walkthroughs, I can close X amount of deals, right? So I like that method better if I'm going to spend money. But if you insist on the ads, I mean, if I had to imagine, right, I'll just give you my guess. I would say Google first for sure. Then I would probably go LinkedIn, and then I probably would go, I don't know, maybe YouTube after that, or maybe I don't know. Like after those are the main. I'm thinking commercial now. If it's residential cleaning, Instagram and Facebook could probably obviously be the third, but Google for sure will be first for me, and then probably LinkedIn. All right, what else we got? I'm gonna test this out real quick. I want to see something because let's just try this. Perfect. Sound effects now, and I ain't got to worry about losing my comment space no more. Where I'm at in the comments. There we go. All right, where are we at, y'all? Shout out to Katia Merville checking in. Appreciate you checking in. We got my guy Brandon Moore checking in as well. What's good, bro?
What's up, family? How you guys doing?
I can't complain, bro. Can't complain about yourself.
I'm good, man. Rough week, but we always make it through.
Right. Speaking of, you know what? I'm glad you came here because you just made me remember we should probably introduce ourselves. So I'll go ahead and start. I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. I like to call myself the Cleaning Business GOAT simply because, not because I built the biggest and the bestest cleaning company ever, because I definitely haven't. But what I did do is I helped hundreds of thousands, not hundreds, maybe hundreds, but definitely tens of thousands of people all over the world start and grow their cleaning companies. And I feel like that's extremely impactful. So that's why I decided to call myself that. Yeah, and so I started Clean Biz Network. This is my YouTube channel, the AJ Simmons YouTube channel, and here to help.
Hey, everybody. My name is Carolyn Arellano. I am the CEO and founder of Spotless Cleaning Service and Cleaning Business Mentor. I am based out of New York. I have my business in New Jersey, and I have recently started to help those looking to get into the residential cleaning space. I also have a YouTube channel at Carolyn Arellano, and I am active on Instagram. Also part of the CBN network, and looking forward to seeing everybody in Las Vegas. I don't know why I keep thinking Texas. Thinking about Mila.
All right.
There we go. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? My name is Brandon Orr. I founded a cleaning company called Cure Cleaning based out of Chicago. We expanded to the Dallas, Texas area. So we operate in both states now. Well, Illinois and Texas now. And my background is in sales. Quit my career, 12-year career in sales, all industries pretty much. And I basically utilize that in my cleaning business, and I help other people to improve their sales skills to face-to-face B2B sales. So questions, any deals in the pipeline that you just can't get closed and can't get through that, I'm your guy. I can pretty much help you with that. So looking forward to seeing you guys at CBN conference, because I know everybody on this stream should be at the conference. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys.
Let's get it, y'all. Make sure y'all there. All right, now let's see. We got Silva Hernandez, speaking of the conference, asks, can you bring kids to the conference? How much are they? So kids, like regular size kids, not them giant ones, right? Kids are free. So if you want to bring your kids, right, go ahead and bring them. My kids will be there as well. So now, I mean, as long as you can, like, I don't know how y'all want to do it. If you want to bring them in and sit with you, you can bring them in and sit with you. If you want to leave them in the room, as long as they responsible, you got a plan for that. That's your plan. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can bring the kids for sure. They're welcome to walk on in there. All right. And we're gonna have the food and everything. So we are feeding, by the way. So let's talk about that a little bit. So we're feeding dinner, right? Last year, the last 2 years, we did buffet style. This year, we're trying to be fancy, y'all. So we're gonna have the people bring it to us all nice and neat because we're gonna be all dressed up. Like y'all can kind of see these people in the background of that photo behind us. So we're gonna be all dressed up. We're gonna be at the award ceremony, and they're gonna bring us dinner the first evening, and then also the second day they're gonna bring us dinner. Then that third day we'll do brunch because y'all know that we're gonna leave early and go enjoy Vegas. So we'll do brunch on the third day, but it's all of it's gonna be included with your ticket, just FYI. So if you bring the kids, they will be fed. All right, thank you as well. I mean, you're welcome, Peter. All right, Luis says, I'm not able to get a business license at the moment because of my address situation. Can I still start my business and get insurance and everything? What's the consequences? So you don't need business license to get insurance. And actually, depending on who the customer is, they might not even ask for a business license as long as you got a business bank account where they can pay you to pretty much. And you can get that without a business license because you typically only need an LLC. What is it? The articles organization document. That's what you got when you file your LLC. And then your EIN, your tax ID number. As long as you got those two things, you typically can open a business bank account. Now, if some banks like Navy Federal might ask you, in addition to those two things, they'll want a what is the thing that you do when you got an LLC? It's something, but it's basically like the little document that explains what the member roles are. I forgot what it's called. So they might ask for 1/3 document, which you can type it right up, pull it up on Google. There's templates out there. But anyway, that's all you need. And then they might ask you for like a W-9 form. But yeah, try your hand and see. Just try your hand and see. I won't say yes and I won't say no. Just try it and see what y'all got on that.
I would say absolutely. Like nothing can stop you from getting started. You have virtual addresses out there, but it has to be an actual physical address. It can't be like a PO box or anything. It has to be a physical address, wherever you want your business to be planted. And I think most of us actually do that to keep the privacy away from our regular home. So you want a separate address anyway. So yeah, that wouldn't stop you. And as far as insurance, that's something that you don't need right away. Thankfully, you want to get a client first before you get the insurance, or at least get a client commitment. A start date for a client. Then you could start looking at different insurances. But yeah, don't let that stop you. Don't let the address thing stop you.
Yeah. All right. We'll go to the next one. Katya says, how should I charge for the move out cleaning and move in cleaning and anything else that's needed to be included? Straight up, I like 14, 15 cents per square foot, but I'm also not I don't specialize in that. What y'all got on that?
I always break things down to how long I think it's going to take. So based on the information that like your client gives you, I'm sure you have like a little bit of understanding of your production rate, how like quickly you can clean different size homes. So I always just estimate how long I think it's going to take, multiply it by what I want to get paid. Which move in, move out cleaning for me would probably be like $70 an hour. And then all the extras that are not included on your list, or in your cleaning, I always break it down by how long will it take me. So if a refrigerator is going to take me an hour, I'm charging an extra $70. If an oven's going to take me a half an hour, then I'm charging the client $35. So yeah, I always try to figure out how long it'll take and then kind of multiply it by my hourly rate.
All right. Fair enough. What's up, Blissful Cleaning checking in? Donnie Brosco says, my daughter has cheer competition in Vegas, May 2024. Wish I could swing back the back trip next year. I'm in though. Hey, appreciate you though, and keep taking care of the family first for sure. All right, Jeremy Craddock says, do you add a clause in your contract that requires the company to pay by a certain date, and if they are late, incur late charges? So yes, to the first part, and actually, make sure you look at the part inside the starter course where it goes over it's I think it's like module 5 where we talk about what happens after you get the customer. So make sure you look at that part. I show you how to use the actually it's in module 4 where I told you how to get the customer, because it's the part where we talk about building your proposal. And in the proposal template, there is a piece that I saw something happen, but anyway, there is a piece that there's a template in there that okay. So in the proposal template, on the last page of the proposal is your service agreement. In that template service agreement that we provide you with, it'll have the part where you tell them when the due date is. So yes, you do tell them to pay by a particular date. And then do you incur any late fees on it? So it's also in that template, if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't have a late fee on it, but it does have, if they don't pay, then you're not required to come back to clean until they pay. But you can, yes, you can add that for sure. All right, we ain't gonna keep going. All right, but I'll go to the next one. This time I'll just let y'all jump in at first, man. All right. Louise says, can I get liability insurance and a business bank account without I definitely went over that. So he probably typed that before. Yep, he said, sorry, type it too fast. All right, cool. Milan Cleaning Company says, how much do you consider to be a good profit percentage from all business revenue? That's a great question. What y'all think on that?
That is a good question. I would say if you're not doing any of the actual work, I'm happy with like 20, 25, 30%. Depends. Like it really depends on the kind of job, right? And I mean, ideally, I would like to make more, right? About 35 to 40% if possible. But I mean, I would be happy with, like I said, like 25, 30% on a job, especially if I'm not the one physically going out to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I was good to jump in there and add 2 cents on to that. 30% is pretty much industry standard in our industry. That's gross profit, not net profit margins. But like Carolyn just said, if you're not going to be in the field, then of course you got to give up some of that profit margin if you're not going to be in the field. So, but direct, business to that business, 30% is a great margin. So it's going to be some situations where you got to come down a bit, especially on like 5-day, 7-day a week accounts. I'll give them a little bit more, flexibility, simply because they're keeping our business open, 5 days a week, 7 days a week. So in those cases, you could give up a little bit more profit margin. But if you do come across some of those clients who are like once a week, every other week, you could bump up your profit margins on those type of accounts because they're using you less. So you charge them more when they use you less. So, and if you're more hands-on in the field, I would start operating and figuring out a way to get out of the field as soon as possible, because ain't no profit margin greater than freedom. No dollar amount is greater than your freedom and your ability to continue to grow your business. So
that's a fact, bro. I love it. And I agree with both of y'all on that. If I can get 25, 30% and not even touch nothing, shit, I'm happy as hell on that. So I'm with that. And then also, the bigger the job, the lower the percentages are typically going to go. The more business you do, the less the percentage will be. Then the smaller you are, the more percentage you typically going to take starting off. And even when because like you said gross profit and then you got net profit. And so I want to kind of point that out to where, like, in the beginning, you're going to take a lot more from your business. Like almost everything that's left over in profit, gross profit from your business is going to be yours pretty much, because you got to pay your bills and you need everything you can get. But at a certain point, you're going to cut that off. And then that gross profit, a lot of that money is going to stay in the company's account for operating expenses and all of that type of stuff. So just keep that in mind. But I like 30%. That's fine. Some people even said 40 before. It all depends. And also too, that's commercial. I think in residential, you can get closer to that 50. Just FYI. But it just depends on how you bid and all of that. All right. What's the next one? Angie Space says, hi, CBN fam. What's good with you? Carolyn mentioned a couple weeks ago about an interview she did with someone who advertised their business using mailed letters. Yeah. Which interview was it? Is it on your YouTube channel, Carolyn?
Yeah, I could drop a link for that.
Cool.
I'll drop it.
All right. And I'm going to pull up the next one, and then I'm going to go get my ring light because I didn't realize it was that dark on me. All right. Blissful Cleaning says, hey, guys, I'm blessed to receive my first subcontract. Congrats to you. And they have a lot of work for me. But I'm a one-man army. Okay, I don't have a crew, and all contracts are paid on the 1st and the 15th. I need help. Okay, so I would need more details on it. So first off, how much are they paying you, right? How much is the contract for? And then is it enough money in there where you can pay somebody else to do it? Because if you can, great. That'll help you not have to have so much work on you, right? So you can get somebody else to do it and you pay them to do it and you keep a portion of that, and that'll be your profit. So that's one thing. The other thing is, I guess that's pretty much all I can say because I don't know enough about it, but y'all can jump in. I'm gonna go get this ring light right quick.
I'll jump in there. First of all, congratulations on that opportunity. And every opportunity to subcontract should be a learning opportunity, even if it's not a financially, gainful opportunity. If you're learning something from that subcontract, then it's still a win. But the caveat to that is you don't want to get. I'm just going based off of the information that you gave.
For milk, okay, for our milk option.
Was you have a lot of work from this subcontract, well, from the main contractor. So that's good, but you don't want to get tied down into that because you'll basically be in a rat race and you'll forever be doing that and you won't be able to get ahead. So what you want to do is work your way towards being a prime contractor instead of a subcontractor. So, get what you could get from there. Like AJ said, if there's enough margin for you to bring on a staff and pay them, and then you still earn something off of that, that's what I would do. But I wouldn't get stuck in a rat race.
That's what's up. I appreciate that, bro. And by the way, I was going to jump in and say, make sure you go to www.cbnconference.com, y'all. Time is winding down. I think we got like 3 days left for y'all to be able to get tickets. So make sure you go to the website ASAP. Don't come after the date asking, can you get tickets? You didn't see the announcement. I'm posting every day. We posting it every day. We going live almost every day, trying to make sure y'all understand that it's about that time, y'all. So meet us in Las Vegas on February 28th. Go to cbnconference.com, get your tickets. Were you about to say something, Carolyn?
Oh, no. I was just going to piggyback off what Brandon said about the subcontracting. I totally agree with him. Subcontracting is great, when you're just starting out, or just actually not just starting out, because it could be priced where it's good for you to do, but I also wouldn't get tied up too much in it because then it's hard to then put someone else in place to clean.
Gotcha. All right. Angie Space says, will the itinerary for the conference be sent out via email? Yes, it will. And then also it'll be on your badge when you get there. It'll be right on the back of your badge. And then also, if you go to cbnconference.com, there is a tentative itinerary already on there. So we'll pretty much follow that schedule. A few speaker slots are going to be changed around. I already know that now. But for the most part, what you see on the site already is pretty much how it's going to go. All right. Shout out to Angelica checking in. Cleaning Family says checking in from Indiana. Shout out to Indiana. All right. Milan Cleaning Company operation agreement. Yeah, basically, I guess you asking where is it? How can you get one? Any recommendations? I recommend that if you're in Clean Biz Network, use the proposal generator that we have on that last page of the proposal is the operating agreement. So make sure you get that. Actually, never mind. Forget it. Thought about something else, but Taser Cleaning Services, I did this mistake. Oh, you might be talking about something else that somebody was already saying. Got my liability, but right, exactly what Brandon was talking about earlier. Like, go ahead and get the deal first. You can get a quote, but they don't need to pay for insurance if you don't have the money coming in to actually cover that cost. All right, Passion Plus says, thank you all for your time. I know every state varies, but in New York City, it's confusing. Carolyn, did you file the sales tax authorization for New York? Certain professional services are not taxable, apparently. Yes, that is correct, but she's talking to you, Carolyn.
Oh, no, it's okay. Thank you. So my business is actually in New Jersey. I just happen to live in New York, and we operate in both. And I have an accountant, so anything that's done with taxes is pretty much handled. That's actually one thing that I've never attempted to do like on my own.
Yeah.
In the business, I've worn many hats, but accountant I knew wasn't going to be it. But in New Jersey, you can tax cleaning services in NJ. I'm not sure about New York, to be honest.
Yeah. And I don't know either that, as you said, passion plus that it varies every state. But I do know this. I'm one of those people. I don't know why. Everybody I talk to, everybody be like, "Well, I ain't do that. I got a CPA. They did all that." And so, but I was one of them hard-headed people that did every little thing like that by myself in my area. So what I did do, just so you can know, just go down there and talk to them. Literally go down to City Hall or the tax department, wherever you got to go. Ask that person till they seen to that person. They seen that person till you get down to who got the answer, and then you just follow what they say pretty much. All right, but if I had to imagine with New York, you probably do got a tax. All right, especially if Jersey doing it. All right, okay. I used my girl address in the government housing when my LLC was formed. Didn't know I needed a business license in Macon, so now I'm stuck. That's why I asked the first question. I got you, and you know I replied to your inbox too, by the way. So you already know my take on that is well, yeah, there you go. So. I did what I have to do, but not got any client yet. So just keep doing it. Keep going. Like, what are you doing so far to get your first client? Like, are you knocking on doors? Are you passing enough flyers? Are you calling enough calls? Are you buying leads? Are you whatever? You know what I mean? Whatever you need to do, just get to it. Milan says, on that note, how much percentage? By the way, I want to say something about that percentage part because we're getting back to the profit margins of the industry. That ain't just cleaning industry, y'all. That's business in general. I just want y'all to understand that. Every now and then you get lucky and let's just say you run a software company, because I know about those, don't I? So let's just say you get lucky and you run one of those, and let's just say you can run it with just one VA and you happen to get, thousands of subscriptions and it runs itself pretty much. Okay, that's that one particular type of industry, but most other industries are pretty much the same. You're looking at about 30% profit margin. You're gonna need a staff to pay. You know what I mean? I just want to be clear on that. It's not just cleaning industry. So when y'all see these interviews and y'all watching, and then we got these income claims of 50,000 a month and 40,000 a month and whatever they're saying, just make sure you know that, okay, well, they take home 30% of that typically. Just FYI, somewhere around that, because everybody be wondering, like, what's the take home? What's the take home? Come on now, it's business. We all know that everything that your company making yours. Like, come on, that's common sense to us. But I just want to make sure that we point it out for the new people here. All right, but speaking on this, on that note, how much percentage do you feel is the average for ad spend? I was spending 20 to 25% the amount I was booking for those. Again, I'm not a big ad spender, but from what I've heard and from what I spend, I think 10% is the standard, and that might even be a lot. But I know I won't be spending no 20, 25 because you got to have some profit in it somewhere. I mean, at least 50 is going to your people. If you pay well, probably 60 plus is going to your people. So if you take 100, you take 60 out of that, you left with 40. If you take another 25 out of that for ads, you ain't left with a whole lot. So I wouldn't spend it. I probably would spend 10%, but that's just me. And I'm obviously not an ad expert. But any thoughts on that, y'all?
I'm not an ad expert either. I know nothing about ads, but just going off of the percentages, it didn't sound right to me, just doing the math.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never really considered like what percentage am I going to spend in my ad spend. It's always based on what my current schedule is looking like. So I normally just turn them on if I see, if I see business is slow.
Fair enough. All right. Blissful Cleaning said that was great information. We appreciate you chiming in. Jeremy Craddock says, what motivates y'all when you have hard and challenging weeks?
Shit, my bills.
Kind of what I said. What, too? Right? The bills, right? They just got to get paid.
My bills that aren't gonna go anywhere. That's literally it's motivating for me because I'm sure, like many of us, like I'm the sole provider for my family, so I have to get up even when I'm not motivated to go and get the money. But I just try to, think about the stress that I don't want to feel. I hate waking up and owing people money. And I know that every morning that we wake up, we're going to wake up and owe somebody, right? Like I came to that conclusion the other day. I woke up, I was like, why do I think that I'm always going to owe somebody money at some point? But definitely just not wanting to be, have that lack and let anybody down. So that's kind of what gets me going.
Yeah, that's a great point, because literally, even if you paid off your house, every single thing, guess what? You still owe the government because you got to pay them taxes on that property.
It's like forever. Yeah, we're always going to pay on something.
Yeah, that's a fact. I know for me, is like I said the other day on Tuesday, I don't have a choice. I know at the end of the day, I don't have. If I stop, what's the alternative? I'm not going to work for nobody else, so I just gonna have to keep going. If I feel bad today, I feel like shit, then guess what I'll do? I turn everything off, phone on airplane mode, and I go in fucking mode, and I just don't do nothing for the whole day. I'll see y'all tomorrow, then I get back to tomorrow. I allow myself to have those days, but I do my best to avoid getting in that bowl, and I just keep going because I know I don't have a choice. I'm not going to get no job. I'm not settling. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna fix nothing if I quit. So you just gotta keep going.
And I'm gonna jump in and on that too. That's one of my favorite things to talk about outside of sales is motivation. And getting out of that funk, man. That's great. That's a great question because you go run into it so many times, especially in business. So my whole thing, my thought process with that is to expect it. If you expect it to happen, then you'll be better prepared. And it's similar to like a boxer getting in the boxing ring and he think he's not gonna get hit. That would be asinine for him to think that way. So if you get in that boxing ring and at some point the person standing across from you is going to hit you, and sometimes it may knock you down, sometimes it may not, but as long as you get up and finish that fight, that's all that matters. So it's a fight, man, and that's how I go at it every day. It's a fight. You fighting for your family, you fighting for your freedom, you fighting for money. Everything we need, it costs money. You got those people out there who say money ain't everything. Well, air ain't either. Try living without it. You feel me? So that's my thought process, man. And there'll be weeks of down periods, and like AJ say, man, just lock in and do whatever you got to do. Take your 1 day, 2 days, maybe even 3 or 4 days, and then get back to it. Because for every negative, 2 more positives are right behind it. So
there you go. And I just wanted to throw this one in there too as well. Make sure you're listening to stuff like this, Carolyn's channel, my channel, Brandon's channel, and anything on the internet, period, just positive, entrepreneur related, motivational related stuff that's going to keep you going throughout the day. Ever since I discovered self-help stuff on the internet, I pretty much don't go a day without listening to something where I'm learning from or getting motivated from. So definitely do that every day as well. And shout out to Instagram. I forgot I was on live with y'all. That y'all just looking at me, ain't even look back at y'all. I'm only looking at you. That'd be my prime like focus right there. But shout out to Instagram checking in. If y'all got questions, come over to my YouTube and drop them there. If we run out here and I got time, I'll go back and try to get some of the Instagram questions. But just join us over here. All right. Where are we here? Oh, this is a good one. She's Blissful Cleaner says, any recommendations on how to become the prime contractor? So instead of being 7 for people, like how you get your own contracts? What y'all got?
I would say leads, man. Leads, just having a constant flow of walkthroughs to go on, really. And those, there's a number of different ways you can do that. Number one, you can buy leads. AJ has a service where you can actually get appointments made. If that is not in your budget, you can, go door to door with flyers and just ask people if they'd like a free quote.
Yeah. I see you, Brandon. I saw your hand raised. I was gonna let you jump in there.
That's it. Close some deals. Close your own deals, And if you can't close your own deals, pay CBN lead generation to close the walkthroughs for you. I was looking at my numbers the other day, man. I rarely go back and look at old numbers, but I did the other day. Man, I made it to 6 figures based off of 1 appointment a week.
Damn.
1 walkthrough a week.
Yeah.
That's 4 walkthroughs a month. Now, I did close 1 out of the, made sure I closed a deal every month. So if you close them at least 1 deal every month, you just stack that. You rinse and repeat. Do the same thing over and over. Do it and just keep doing it and keep stacking and keep stacking and keep stacking. And as you do that, some go fall off, but as long as you keep stacking those deals, those wins, man, you the prime. Sure, you close 1 account, you the prime. So, you know what I mean? All it takes is, man, 1 account could change your entire life. 1 account could change your entire life. So
you just
they out there. They out there, man. They are out there. I swear they out there. So just got to find those gems.
Got to play that because that was it right there, bro. You just gave it to him. You said one account every month and you got the 6 figures. If you really think about it, especially in commercial, because the contracts are usually just imagine you just try to get at least $1,000 contract every month for the next 12 months. That's $12,000 per month. That's 6 figures. There you go. Your 6 figures right there. 12,000 a month. Was that 180 a year, something like that? So, like, what we doing? You know what I mean? You can look, even if you don't got time. I see this person right here. Shout out to Stream Clean LLC. So they just need some leads because they tired of dying for driving for dollars. You can literally buy 4 leads from us. 4 leads from Clean Biz Network every single month. Close on just one for $1,000 every month. For $1,000 every single month. By the end of the year, you be at 12,000. That is a play right there. You just told him. I like that. That's genius. Like, and that's doing the bare minimum too.
That's,
like, you
that's
can
the
get
minimum.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
Minimum. That is the minimum.
Damn. All right, where we at now? I skipped one. Where was it? Right there. Can I start a cleaning business without a business vehicle? Absolutely. I got a video on that on my channel about do you need a work van? So, but yeah, you absolutely can.
I always love that question, man. I told you how that one changed. Right. I had a guy on the bus, man. I had a residential guy on the bus. Yeah, man. But
listen.
But no, that video where you talk about that, AJ, I love when people ask this question because it could really save them a lot of money because you may have somebody out there ready to go spend that money, get that car note plus that insurance when they could be putting that, that money back into their business. So, and that's actually what happened to me. So I was about to go out and buy a van and all this stuff carrying on. Then I saw AJ's video where he said, hey, you can let that seat back, put the trash can right up there. And get it going. So that saves me a lot of money, whole lot of money, and interest.
And to be clear, because typically if you got buildings, they're gonna have a janitorial closet anyway, y'all. So y'all can just leave the stuff at the building. The customer more than happy to let you do that.
Yep.
All right, what else we got? Just wanted to re-highlight that, but that I feel like that should have answered your question. So yes, you can get leads. All you got to do is I just put the link in the comments because somebody asked how to join CBN, and then you asking how to get leads. All of that, go to www.cbn. Go to cleanbiznetwork.app. www.cleanbiznetwork.app to join anything CBN. And also, you can go there to get the tickets for CBN conference. But if you want to go straight to CBN conference, go to cbnconference.com. All right, here we go. Adam says, "Hey CB or Clean Biz fam, here we go. What are the proven ways to gain clients as time progresses beyond initially going door to door, cold calling, short paid ads, but you could drop 500 and that was my point I was making earlier. That's why I'm like leads, buy leads. That way you guarantee a walk. I got this new service, right? I'm gonna bring it out to the public soon, but I got a new service. It's like a premium lead service where you sign up on a subscription based model, and for X amount of dollars per month, you get X amount of guaranteed appointments in the niche of your preference. And so my first customer is a master franchise owner. Is the difference between unit franchise owner, master franchise owner. Just hearing the names, y'all should know the difference. The master franchise owner is the big one that you typically would buy a small franchise from. And so he's paying now to do that, right? And so I didn't notice until working for a franchise myself. That's all they do to keep the things going. They buy leads. They also have in-house cold callers calling for them, and not them doing it themselves, but VAs pretty much. And that is it. That's all they do. Then they got this stuff. If they got like aggressive salespeople, the salespeople go door to door too. But to answer your question, you got to find a way to generate leads. And one of the easiest ways that I found is buy leads. And then if you buy leads, make sure you're buying it from somebody that's going to set the appointments exclusive for your company, like my company does. Another one that does it out there, I'm not going to say it too many more times, but I'll say it this once. Shout out to Aaron Jordan, because he vouched for him. He just did an interview with me, and I think I'm gonna drop it tonight. Actually, he killing it though, and he said he used 99 calls. So 99 calls is another company that you can use. I don't know them. I don't know endorse them. I ain't affiliate, none of that. But I like to give y'all the real. So that is an alternative for anybody who might have used my service and for like, AJ, I don't like yours. Let me try somebody else. There you go. That's one alternative you can use too. How do you join CBN again? Go to www.cleanbiznetwork.app. All right, Joshua Honore says, Carolyn, this question is for you. I'm having a difficult time understanding how to get residential clients. Some of the lead generation services like Bark, Yelp, and others are not biting. Enlighten me. Okay.
Sure. So Bark and Yelp, those are actually really terrible platforms to use for leads. Also another bad one is oh no, Bark. That is one of them. Bark was terrible. Yeah, they took my money. Yelp was a waste. So I would say that right now, from other residential cleaning company owners that I've been talking to, it seems that Thumbtack is one that has been working pretty well. You can build a profile on there, but I wouldn't spend any more money on Bark or Yelp or those other platforms. I would make profiles with them just to get your website and your company out there to have backlinks, but I would never pay for those kind of lead generation services because they're sharing your info, and I don't know, there's just a lot of weird stuff going on with that. But I would say try Thumbtack, Google Ads, and really, yeah, Google Ads, local service leads, and also just, optimizing your Google My Business profile. But yeah, as of right now, the only platform that I've heard for residential cleaning that's actually pretty good. Oh, somebody's saying Thumbtack. No. So then
I heard multiple mixed reviews on it. I say try it though.
there is definitely $100 for leads now that don't convert. Well, I don't know. My friend tells me they do really, really good on Thumbtack. So if you haven't tried it, I would give it a shot because everybody does have different results whenever we do stuff like that, right? And then also, I mean, I could tell you Bark and Yelp, those are like scams. Like those kind of platforms are no good. But there are, other types of ads that you can run that also Facebook. Try Facebook if you haven't tried Facebook ads. Give that a shot. But yeah, I'll come back to you. I'm gonna actually send a message to my friend. I want to make sure it is Thumbtack that they said they were using.
Cool. All right. And then Christopher was just basically agreeing what we said earlier about basically. Oh, wait a minute. No, he talking about ad spend. My bad. I thought he was talking about profit margin. He said your percentage ad spend is higher in the beginning and gets less percentage as your volume grows. That makes sense. All right. What else we got? And so I would imagine that's because you probably got more 5-star reviews as you grow. Also the AI, because all these ad services and stuff, they got AI running on the machines. And so once you start converting, they track that. And so now once the more they can get converting, the better they know how to target. So I'm sure all of that plays a factor into that. But thank you for that, Chris, for checking in on that. I wonder that's the same Chris that been in CBN for years now, by the way, too. If it is, shout out to you. But anyway, Louise says, I truly thank you and appreciate you all for answering my troublesome questions. You all are fine. I appreciate you. And not troublesome, bro. You all right with us. All right. What else we got? How do you avoid your employees stealing your customers? Easy. So number one thing is build a great relationship with your customers. Like make it so that the customers won't even want to do business with them for doing that. That's number one. Start there. Now, from the legal aspect, have them sign non-compete agreements. And you also can write it in your agreement with your customer. I just learned this one not too long ago. I forgot who taught me this. But you can make it so that they have non-competes too, where they can't hire your anybody that worked under you. So you can also do that. If I can remember who told me that, I would shout them out. But I forgot. I literally just learned that one. So that's a good one too. Y'all got anything to add on top of that?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that we have that exactly what you said. We have that in our agreement, and to add on to that, we have it to where they have to pay us a recruitment and training fee if they want to hire one of our people straight on. So because we took the time to build that relationship with them, we took the time to get them all teed up for the account, and if they hire that person, that's actually taken away from your business, taken away from your business. So they got to pay for that. So, but that's just, a little add-on, add a fee if they do that. So make them pay for it.
Hey, Tenacity, welcome. Appreciate you checking in. By the way, I'm trying to figure out, Carolyn, can you send her the link to join? If you want to hop on, yeah, we'll send you the link so you can hop on with us as well. Well, damn, it's almost
I can send it to her.
Okay, appreciate it. But yeah, I would say you could jump in anytime. You always welcome. Shout out to Mila checking in. Say what's up, team. Appreciate you, Mila. Checking in,
What up,
couldn't make it today,
Mila?
but we'll be on tomorrow as well, y'all, by the way. So make sure y'all catch us tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, right on all our platforms. We're gonna be streaming, y'all. All right, who we got? Milan Cleaner also asks, can they come in and take your leads information, or do you take certain precautions to avoid this? I think you're talking about your customers. Again, I mean your employees or your workers. Again, you gotta understand this. They ain't even thinking like how you thinking. Like subcontractors, yeah, they'll think like that, but your employees ain't thinking like that. Now, if subcontractors are thinking like that, if that's all they got, you ain't gotta worry about them no way. Like they don't know what the hell they doing. They ain't gonna, even if they get the job, they ain't gonna price it right. They gonna get in there, probably ain't gonna clean it right. If they do, hey, well, kudos to them. But the best thing to do is have a good relationship with your people, your customers, have a good relationship with your subs. Make sure it's clear, take care of, make sure you don't underpay them so they don't want to try to do all that, right? Pay them pretty well. And a lot of times, most subs, as long as you got a good understanding with them, they grateful for you for helping them get some work. And then they understand it's very clear that yes, you're taking some off the top in exchange for you doing the invoice and for you finding the customers for you. You know what I mean? Basically, y'all just got a partnership. And if they want to cross it, they won't get very far in this business. That's my take on that. Josh Honore says, Brandon, what prompted you to run your biz in 2 different states? What would you do differently now that you gain experience? That's a great question.
Yeah, good question. So it was something where my family and I, we were relocating. The business was still going up in Chicago. And when we relocated, I did have people in place. So I was still earning profit from Chicago after we moved to Dallas. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what prompted that, was the reload. And the second part of your question, what would I do different? That is actually the most important part of that question, because what I did wrong was I didn't have the right systems set up in place. I knew about systems, but I didn't have the right system set up in place. So what happened was the business started leaking in certain areas. So we started getting bad complaints from certain clients, started losing contracts. I had folks stealing from me, stealing money, stealing supplies, all type of stuff, man, because I didn't have the right systems in place. So if I could do it all over again with what I know now, I would definitely have a solid system in place, prior to moving, and we could avoid all of those, pitfalls that I experienced.
All right. Shout out to Mila again, checking in, said congrats, Brandon. All right, what else we got? Trina Atlanta Vegas says, how do you brand / train your 1099 contractors without treating them like employees? I'm sorry. Technically, the IRS is very strict about that. That's an excellent question. So as Ms. Trina here says, I think that's what it said, right? Anyway, as she's saying, you're not allowed legally to train 1099 contractors because training is for employees. So how I recommend getting around it, and I teach this in the Cleaning Business Automation program, is you set up a subcontractor certification program and they have to pay you for it. So that way it's not OJT on the job training. You're not training them, but you can certify them in order to be a subcontractor for your company. And this is a trick that I learned from everything I do, by the way. I take it from the big dogs and I bring it back to us. You know what I mean? So I got this from a company called Citywide. They do that pretty much, but I just kind of took what they do and I do it in a different way, and I show how I do it in the Cleaning Business Automation course. But so that's one way to do it, and then also you can put it in your contract, so you can literally specify, okay, the customer is requiring me as the prime to have you clean this toilet this particular way. So put all of that in your subcontractor agreement. Therefore, now they just doing it because they following your agreement. Now, if you walk them through the building and you show them what the contractor expects, that's not training them. You're just showing them what's required by the customer. So legally, that's okay. So there's a little stuff like that you can kind of do. That's my feedback on that. All right. Brandon, shout out to you. Angie said that make sure you check out, shout out to Carolyn. She said, make sure you check out Brandon's interview on Carolyn's YouTube channel. Very good watch if you have the time. Absolutely. Make sure y'all check that out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure. All right, what else we got? David Broadbent says, I'm still flirting with the idea of starting my business. However, I'm hesitant because the more established competition, how to overcome that fear. Quite frankly, join Clean Biz Network. I'm going to tell you why. Because we're going to set you up to look like you wanted them to. We're going to have your website built. We're going to get you on Google My Business. We're going to what else we're gonna do? We're gonna get your business cards. We're gonna have you using the app, so you got your walkthrough builder and your proposal generator. Everything gonna be looking nice and neat for you. So honestly, I would highly recommend joining Clean Business Network, or hell, join Carolyn program. You know what I mean? Like, do something, but basically get with somebody that can help you look like maybe you're bigger than what you are. You know what I mean? Or somebody that's gonna at least help you know how to talk. Because I ain't saying it out here and lie either. You ain't gotta pretend like you up some multi-million-dollar company, but if you can get with a mentor that can show you how to present yourself properly, then that'll definitely put you way ahead of the race. So that's my 2 cents. What y'all got on that?
I would say just do it. Just do it. Stop. What did you say? Stop flirting with the idea, because a lot of times cleaning business, business owners or entrepreneurs, they get stuck in that analysis paralysis stage that you're in. And the longer that you wait, the longer you're delaying the entire process. Might as well just start now. Or like if you would have started when you first had that idea, you'd already be X amount of time in, you'd have things figured out. But I would say, yeah, definitely do not wait. That's where like a lot of people's dreams die, honestly, is that whole analysis paralysis stage. So yeah, just get out there and do it. And definitely, like AJ said, join some networks, Clean Biz Network, follow everybody on that's up here right now, YouTube channel. There's so much free information that we give across all of our platforms. And then, like AJ said, there's a lot of benefits in joining some of these cleaning communities, because you'll have the support there, other cleaning business owners that can help you answer questions. Like AJ said, he's got the whole starter kit. He's got a course up there. You want to join and be a part of communities, because it's just easier to learn from other people, for sure, rather than trying to figure everything out on your own.
Yeah. And trying to piece together all this free information out here when we can get it to you step by step in the program.
When it's structured. Yeah.
Big facts. Big facts.
So, all right. Right Touch says, I do cold call and let post office send my fly. But I just want to, never mind, I ain't gonna say it. I always think of stuff. Fuck it, I'll say it because I started it now. But because speaking of that, putting the free stuff together, trying to piece it together, and then somebody might think, okay, well, why you can't just put it together structured out here? Why you got to charge for it? Because that's the only way I'm going to take the time out of me running my own shit and doing my own thing to actually do that for you, is if you pay me to do it. That's why. Because you're taking the time away from me doing my shit. So yeah, it got to make sense. But anyway, Right Touch says, I do cold call and let post office send my flyers to do different businesses in my area. Word of mouth, I have 2 accounts making $170,000 per year. Shout out to you. I don't know if that one question that was just you letting the niggas know. I mean, people know that how that is.
Facts. What AJ said. Congratulations.
Can I just read a comment off of my Instagram real fast? Because I always I usually have it open, but I don't get to the chat. So yes, we do answer questions from IG, you guys. So please feel free to drop them here.
I guess I'm
checking through them. So Mila said, hey, what's up? Post office to send flyers to different addresses. Somebody asked a question. How do you hire good employees? I can answer that. I would say with hiring employees and subcontractors, take your time with hiring. Like, you have to be certain of the person that you're bringing on board. Don't feel like you need to just bring bodies in because you're trying to grow and you might have like an account that needs 12 people right away, but make sure those 12 people are all solid, because you will definitely spend more time in training people and rehiring people than if you actually sat down with some of these people and got to know what their agenda is and what their life is like.
Yeah, I'm with you. You said how to hire good employees was the question, right?
Yes. How do you hire good employees?
Yeah. I guess one, look at the pool that you're pulling from, right? So a lot of times when if you keep getting bad people and you notice that the bad people keep coming from a friend of a friend, and stop going for friends of a friend. You know what I mean? Try Indeed or somewhere else where you can find some strangers that they might put a little bit more respect on your name in the beginning. That'll be my first thing. My next thing is just really go with your gut feeling on it. That's what I always did. Like if I know the vibe ain't right, don't sit there and try to give somebody a chance. Typically your gut is usually right. And do stuff like I used to do little tricks, like I will hold the interview on a Friday evening because I know most people ain't trying to come out the house or they trying to get ready to go out or something on a Friday evening. So do little tricks like that as well to try to weed out the bad people from the good people. That's my response on that.
Then I'm gonna jump in on there too. It's a little bit different type of way, but I would also say brand yourself as a professional. Brand yourself as a professional company, because good people ain't gonna go with, a company that look like it just a fly by night company. So good people typically want to go with a well branded company, with a company who has a good presence out there, look like they're professional. Um, Once you get your business up and going, get on Glassdoor, ask people, past people who work for you, leave you some reviews on Glassdoor, put your company on LinkedIn, put your company everywhere pretty much. So when you establish that brand authority out there, that's not only for your clients, that's also for people who are working for you too, so they can know, who they're working with. They're dealing with the real deal and not just a fly by night company.
For sure. Carol, you want to keep them rolling from the your IG? And then I'm gonna do
Yeah,
something
for
from mine.
sure. Yeah, for
Cool.
sure. So I have another one. Hey y'all, this is Roma Deluxe Cleaning. Hey y'all, thank you for doing this for us, by the way. But I have a question for all of you. How did you close your first commercial cleaning contract, and what was it? I'll jump on real quick. I closed my first contract because they called me just by simply finding me on Google. I happen to be in the same city, and it was for a warehouse. Once a week for $225. I didn't know about, needing to. Oh, AJ, your mic's cut off.
I just
Yeah, so
realized.
I took that clean for $225 once a week, and we still have it. It's actually like one of my favorite accounts.
That's what's up. And then we got our first one. Shout out to Gina, my wife. She got it actually. We were going door to door with flyers, and they let us schedule a walkthrough. We went in there and closed that day. I think we did the walkthrough the same day actually. And I went home and sent the proposal that very same day, closed the deal. So that's how we got our first one.
And then I have one more, and this
Okay.
is the last one on my live. How do I close a commercial contract if they ask for referrals and I don't have any? It's a good one.
That is a good one.
It's a
What
good
else are
one.
you say about that? Because I used to answer those questions all the time. I used to have go-to answers. I gotta remember that.
What do you do when you need to put a referral down for a job? That's what I'm gonna ask you.
Fact.
And you don't want to
Fact.
give your old boss's information.
Yeah.
I would say put down a family.
Your cousin must own a business, and
Yeah,
hey, you
yeah.
scream for him.
Listen, I'll leave you with this answer. Whenever my friends need me to answer the phone and confirm some type of information, as long as it's not like too wild,
Right.
I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah, I totally refer that person. They're great. Oh yeah, she watches my dog all the time. Yes, like you
Right.
know.
I
So
mean, I'm with
definitely
you
you gotta
1,000%.
get crafty sometimes.
Facts. So that is my answer right there. And then also, in addition to that, if you just can't bring yourself to do that for whatever reason, the other thing I say is, fuck it, just be honest with them. Say, well, to be honest with you, you be our first customer, but since you're our very first customer, I can guarantee that we'll go above and beyond and be better than anybody else because you'll have the owner directly working to help make sure that you are right and you giving us our first try, so I never let you down. So you can go that route as well, but both of those are definitely what I recommend and have done. Right. That was the last one.
Yeah, that's everybody on my
Right, cool.
Instagram.
All right, IG. I'm gonna give y'all a little chance today only because of Carolyn. So thank her. All right, here we go. Shout out to AMAS Cleaning Lab. Somebody says, I can't say your name, but he says, I'm watching your old video, how to start start on YouTube. I'm planning to start my small business too. Shout out to you. Somebody else says, my birthday weekend. Shout out to Natalie. Happy birthday to you coming up. Blissful Cleaning says, do I have to attend the entire time? You're talking about the Clean Business Network conference. No, you don't have to attend the entire time, but the ticket is going to cover the whole event though. So if you're asking, can you make a partial payment for certain parts? The answer to that is no. But you can definitely get a ticket and come whenever you want to. This ain't like school. You can come and go as much as you want to. Some people last year, some of the people, I ain't see them in the speaking part most of the time. They was always just outside, like talking to people and stuff. So you can do it however you want to do it. Hello, everyone. Okay, who is this? Thank you for that information. Okay. Have you ever come to Houston? Have you ever came to Houston? I haven't. But Mila's there. She's not on the call right now, but Mila's down there, I believe. Drop the link for the conference. The link for the conference is, I don't think, will it hyperlink in
I think it will.
Instagram?
Sure
Hopefully it will. But it's www.cbnconference.com. All right, there you go. Let me see. I think I got a couple more. Bought my ticket last night. Shout out to Preferred Touch Cleaning for buying that ticket. Let me give you something. I got something for you. There we go. Got me a button now. I'm big time now.
I know. I like that. You're like a DJ back there.
Right. That's my dream, right? So once I get big and I'm done all of this business stuff, I'll probably be a DJ. I'm just gonna stream, period. I'm gonna stream myself DJing and then I'm gonna play the game. Right.
I'm gonna be a full streamer.
Straight up.
I like that.
Straight up. If I want to bitch about something about the world, I'm just gonna hop on, start streaming, talking shit. Shout out to Cat World Tide, my nephew there checking in. Appreciate you.
I could totally see that going big, by the way, AJ.
Very entertaining, I would imagine, right?
Right. I'll watch you all day.
Right. Brandon Lee, appreciate you, CBN member checking in. Everybody checking in, I appreciate y'all. All right, I do see two here. All right. Tucker says, how much do you charge for commercial cleaning jobs? That is a loaded question. Download the Clean Business Network app. And there's a free bidding calculator right on there. Right now, it's not free forever, but it's free until I fix it. And I'll probably fix it definitely, if not over the weekend, early next week. But right now, I've been focused on this conference this week, and I've been focused on finishing this book up. All right. Nice with 478 says, what do you do when you get comfortable with your contracts? Is that a good or bad thing? That's horrible. Don't ever get too comfortable. Keep doing inspections. Make sure your people's doing what they're supposed to do. Don't ever get too comfortable because you can lose them at any given time.
You have no idea what they're doing. You'll have no idea what they're doing. I just got a call yesterday from a really good friend of mine. And he had a manager on an account for the longest. And she's known to be like one of the best cleaners.
Yeah.
So he hasn't really been, doing the inspection on this one account because he trusted her. He trained her. She does very well, supposedly. He went over there yesterday, and baby, the photos he sent me, she was not doing her job well.
Yeah.
She was not doing her job probably at all. So yeah, he he was able to go over there and fix the situation, but you got to do these inspections. You have to.
I'm telling you, so many times it happens, and it'll be somebody you think you can trust too, and they let you down. I'm just letting you know, don't ever get too comfortable. And then what was this? What is the first step of putting in a team? What is the first step of putting a team together? It depends on what type of team you're talking about, right? Like, I get hiring them, right? But because I'm like, I guess it depends because just hiring them, basically. Giving people a chance. That's the first step. And then time will tell who's here to stay, who can do what. You know what I mean? How vested are they? Like, I know for me, shout out to Bill, who's definitely a big part of my team. What helped her to become that is the fact that she was going the extra mile. Like when we first started the lead generation service, we weren't recording all of the calls. And she came in and was like, no, we need to be recording these calls so we can see if these callers are actually making calls. I was thinking, well, hell, I don't give a damn what they're doing. I can see if them damn appointments come in or not. But she's like, no, let's listen to them because this and that. So that's how it's like when people come in and they come and make your stuff better than it already is, that helps you. Little stuff like that to help you tell like who's on the team and who ain't for the long haul. All right, that's the end of IG for me, y'all. buy leads. Somebody snuck one last one in. They said, how can I get leads in Jacksonville? Just buy leads. Go to cleanbusinessnetwork.app, www.cleanbusinessnetwork.app. Buy leads from us. We can get you some appointments. Now, when I start my cleaning company back soon in Jacksonville, I ain't gonna sell no leads here. They all mine. So just FYI. But for now, you can get them. But yeah, that's that. All right, back to YouTube, y'all. Joshua Honore says, this question is for the cleaning community. How are you closing on your potential clients? I want to hear from the masses. That's for y'all in the chat, y'all. How are y'all closing on y'all potential clients? All right. Somebody said Thumbtack was pretty good. Somebody said hell no for Thumbtack. All right, what else we got? Right Touch CBN team, how did you go about getting a list of the addresses in your area? Did you get a postage meter or do you buy stamps? That's a good question. So Google will be the first answer. That's the easy one. You can go to d7leadfinder.com. And then if you want to use the method that I use, you got to get the Cleaning Biz Automation Program. So you can get that at www.cleanbiznetwork.app. And we got a database of every business in the country. I will say this. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, that's my answer. I stay doing that. Sometimes I'll over talk. All right, here we go. Josh Honore says, AJ, you are one of the few people who get my last name correct. Oh, that's what's up. That's, you know, I had a basketball coach named Honore, so that's why I kind of figured it out. But I'm glad I figured that out right the first time. All right, try Angie's List, somebody. All right, you're welcome, Joshua. I found listening to Sales Podcast. All right, they ain't talking to me. I'm gonna keep it going, y'all. And try to keep y'all staying here. All right, that ain't for me either. Shout out Squeaky Clean Janitorial. My guy Andrew Lewis checking in says, what are your thoughts on being a sub for a government contract that would be 7 days a week and contracted for 5 years? Was wondering what you think is on such a large scale. I think it's an excellent opportunity, and that's typically from what I hear, because I've never done it, but from what I hear, that's the first step to becoming the prime in government contracts. So go ahead, start off as a sub, you know, learn your way, and you get 5 years basically to do. It's almost like a 5-year apprentice program, you know what I mean? And do it. But that, the key, just like everything else, is just make sure the profit is there. And that's what I'm telling you. By the way, don't feel like subcontracting is a never thing. I ain't saying never subcontract. What I am saying is just make sure the money makes sense. A lot of times it won't if you're trying to run a full-fledged business with employees or subcontractors working under you. It's like if you are already a sub, how you going to sub? Sometimes the money is there for that, but typically it ain't. So that's why I'd be like, well, try to get the whole contract, be the prime, not the sub. But in this particular case, as long as it's profitable, absolutely. And you're talking about a 5-year deal too, go for that. Freestyle 72, AJ, can you help me with a reputable VA? Somebody said, well, I get mine from Upwork when I do have to look. I
can't hear you, AJ.
You can hear me? How about now? Still can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? You know what, too? I think the Instagram thing probably. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right. Now, where was I? I forgot the question. Oh, it's right there on my damn face. All right, here we go. AJ, can you help with the reputable VA? Can y'all hear me? Okay. All right. So what I would do, you said, can I help you find a reputable VA? I mean, try Upwork.com. Try onlinejobs.ph. Those are two. Shout out to Katrina Johnson, Ms. Johnson with Tenacity Clean for putting me onto the online jobs PH one. But I always used Upwork. Now, honestly, I got a few connects over there now, so I can just reach out to people directly. But to start off, Upwork or onlinejobs.ph. All right. I lost my spot. No, that ain't it. Got that already. I usually star them as I'm going so I don't lose my spot, but I just didn't do it this time. Here we go, right here. Practice closing sales. Recording myself helps me build confidence too. That's a fact. That's a good job there. That's a good share. How can I buy leads from you? You go to www.cleanbiznetwork.app. I'm getting confused with my links because I'm used to saying cbnconference.com. Make sure y'all go to cbnconference.com and go get your tickets. But for everything Clean Biz Network, go to www.cleanbiznetwork.app. All right. What are the key systems that you need to implement when starting out? Put somebody in there to clean for you. That's pretty much the main thing. And then the other thing too will be software. Get you some accounting software. Get you some like if you can get a billing software like Clean Business Network has to put your invoices on automatic recurring. Get you something like that. That's a system. So just finding the right system, right softwares, and the right people to work for you, so you ain't got to do certain things. All right, Carly, you want to take over? I'm tired of talking.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, CBN family, I have a slight issue. I have this account that is worth up to $40K a month, but the account is net 30. How should I go about the situation, being that I'll be waiting 30 days for payment? That is a lot of money to be waiting on. So I'm assuming that the reason why you're asking is because you're going to have to put people in there to work and then pay them after. I would try to talk to the business, see if they'll do net 15 with you, possibly. What would you say, AJ? Because it's already a closed deal, but I think you're muted.
My bad. Shout out to Keenan Archibald, by the way, CBN member. This is a great question, and so I forgot who said this. A couple people on my channel said it actually. Big Dogs, and they came on. And he was talking about how, people think they want those big contracts, but it's like, well, can you even afford them? Because a lot of times they will pay net 30, and you got to have the liquidity there to pay your people until you get paid. So that is one point I want to put out. But here we go. All right. So you said they worth up to about $40,000 a month, but they pay net 30. How should you go about the situation, meaning that you got to work for 30 days? So number one, like Carolyn said, see if you can get them to just straight up pay you up front. Shout out to DJ the Boss, who also always says that. See if they'll pay you up front versus waiting, the net 30, and just explain to them, y'all are a growing business. Now that could blow your chance of getting the contract too, because then they might feel like you ain't qualified to accept the contract. So that's also a risk that you run if you have that conversation. So you got to be very careful with your wording if you go that approach. The next thing I will say is maybe you might need to get a loan, working capital loan. So see if you can get a working capital loan, present this particular opportunity to your bank or to whoever you would go to for a working capital loan, and see if they'll fund it for you. What else I got for you on that? That's pretty much it. It ain't small enough. The other answer would have been to clean it yourself until you stack up some money and then hire, but you can't. That's way too big for you to do it yourself. But that's pretty much it. Either get a loan or see if they can change the terms. Other than that, you might just have to walk away if you can't do it. But yeah, that's pretty. Oh shit! I think there is one other way. I just thought about this right now. So maybe if you could find a company that's bigger than you to sub under you, and then they take it. Now, if you sub to them, you're gonna have to take a very minimal fee. I'm talking like 5%. 5-10%, and let them take it over. Let them get it. If you can do something like that, now that could work because maybe they equipped to handle that net 30, even if you not. So that way, and they understand how the net 30 work because they probably got plenty of those already. So that could be the third option as well. So that's my thoughts on that. But hopefully you can close that deal though. All right, right. Ted said just do it. That's a fact. Yes, Carolyn did my website, and now I have online credit card payments, Afterpay affairs, etc. Make you look way better. There you go. So make sure you get you a mentor that can make you look like you're a business that can compete with these bigger companies. All right, what else we got? We knew what you meant there. Shout out to you, Jennifer. All right. I'm not scared, but I don't want to be behind. Yeah, we understand. No worries on that. Somebody mentioned that earlier. Talk about factoring with Brandon, right? He said something about factoring.
No, try that. I have brought it up. Definitely look into that, but just make sure you read those terms because I know I had my back against the wall and I still decided to hustle it up.
Right.
Something wasn't sitting right with me about that. So definitely do your research.
Right. All right. Shout out to Chaz. Cleaning services will be at the conference. Appreciate you checking in. I tried, but they are a high corporate company. They said they don't do any sooner payment because of that company size. Yeah. So in that case, try to get a loan to fund it, some type of working capital loan. Maybe even somebody told me this. Now, this is shit I'm going on hearsay now, but again, we trying to do whatever we can do to close this deal. So try this as well. Whoever you use for payroll, I've heard that ADP will possibly fund you in cases like this. So try if your payroll company, explain to them what's going on and see if they have any type of working capital or funds available where they'll cover your payroll until you get paid. So try that as well. Has anyone discussed having a bi-weekly payment from contracts? Yes, we have. As a matter of fact, shout out to Ricky Regalato and the Route Team, the official sponsors of the Clean Biz Network Conference. Ricky said their company actually charges on 1st and 15th. They always get paid in the first 15, and they multi-million-dollar company, so it can be done. All right, thank you so much. Milan Cleaning says we are amazing. I appreciate it. You are too, because you're here with us. That's how I know. All right, you won't be taking your time on Thursday afternoon chilling with us if you want. All right, can we bring in an iPad to take notes? Absolutely. Take pictures, take video, do whatever you want. Hell, take pictures and upload it to your channel and then monetize us talking. Do what you want to do. All right, who is that? Memphis Jeffrey Azar says, would you allow your 1099 to wear their uniform at your account premises? I would prefer they didn't. If it's after hours, I mean, you could get in a situation where it's not a huge deal, but I would prefer that they didn't.
Same.
Speaking of that, I was thinking about this. By the way, because I said you can take out what we say and use it as your own content. Be clear. Every video on my channel, you can have it. Literally go take my YouTube link, go to Google, type in how to not even how to, type in YouTube video download. Copy the link to my video, download it, upload to your channel, and monetize it. I won't copyright strike it. You can do it. I've been telling people that for years, but I just don't say it often. But Apple, you can have it. Mine do. I used to have, most of my videos got standard licenses on them, but I just updated it. So now they all say common, community common. So that means that you can post it and they won't flag you or anything. But even if they try to flag you, I got to approve it. I'm not going to flag you. Only way I'm going to flag you is if you try to use my shit and do something bad with it. Like, you know what I mean? Talk shit about me or something. But other than that, no, take my shit and use it forever you want to. Make money off of it. Hope it helps. All right. Okay, so y'all could hear me good. Do you all recommend Crystal Ball training courses? I don't know Crystal Ball, but I have heard good things about him, though. So shout out to him. I tell you, I'll be honest with you. Y'all know I'm always just upfront and honest. If I decided to do another conference, I plan to reach out to him and get him at the next one. So maybe make a deal with your employer and Mike Mack too. Shout out Mike Mack for those who don't know him. Maybe, and I already reached out to Professional Cleaner already, but she said that right now. For those who think I don't mess with the white people.
Who's that? Professional?
She brand new. She rising fast too. She brand new, but she killing it. I'm always watching. All right, Milan says maybe make a deal with your employees to pay them extra since pay will come later. Just that first month. That's possible. And as a matter of fact, I did that before too. In the very beginning, I just let them know, listen, I ain't gonna have it until blah 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 blah. And again, that'll work better with subcontractors than it would with employees. I think of employees, you probably it might be some laws that go against that. So, but hell yeah, that's definitely a good option. Great feedback there, Milan Cleaner. AJ, I'm watching a lot of the video and coming to your live streaming. Thank you guys for putting this streaming and being able to ask questions. No problem. Shout out to Enoch checking in. All right, Angelica, welcome. She said, actually not welcome. She's been here, but shout out to her. I just won a dentist office contract and asked them to pay up front for a net 30, and they agreed. Having references and reviews help people trust you. Absolutely. Shout out to Angela checking in. Right.
Shout out for being bold and asking that, because I know we get so tied up and
I had to cut it off. But yeah, no, it's a fact that we be scared to, know what I mean? Like, try a hand, open your mouth, closed mouths don't get fed. So shout out to you. Even though we know Akeem, you did say you already tried it. So, but just putting it out there for everybody else. Yeah, we already got that one. Creative Commons, that's a fact. You with me? Yep. No problem at all. Who do you outsource your laundry to? Does your cleaning service launder as well as do the outsource to another company? That is excellent. Y'all talked about that last week, right? No, you weren't here last week on Tuesday. I meant that was Mila and
Raylan.
Raylan was up here. Yep. Shout out Raylan. But yeah, did you want to chime in on that? Because mine is bootleg.
So I don't really have any laundry to outsource. But there are companies that you can use, sure, like Cintas, local laundromat you can work with. But I work with subs right now, so they are responsible for cleaning their rags. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's what Mila said too. And that's probably an easy route to go. Just let them be in charge of it. For us, what we did was we had subs. So some of them we trusted to do it and they was in charge of. But for everybody else, typically my wife will go out there and every single building once a week, she just go out there, make a laundry run, pick up the laundry, take it to the laundromat, wash all the things at the laundromat, and take it right back to all the buildings. And then also while she did that, she made sure everything was restocked. Now, once we systemized and we both were out of the field and she wasn't doing that anymore, the person that we hired as the inspector did that. And so the inspector would do that during the nighttime, though. If depending on how your inspector is and depending on how much you can pay them, you can have them go in the daytime too, and not only just inspect to make sure that everything is refilled and all that, as far as cleaning chemicals and washing rags, but you can also have them inspect the building while they at it too. So my inspector, they did that after hours, inspected the building and replenished the rags and all of that. But yeah, I don't know. I had a blank for a minute, but anyway, hopefully you hear what I was trying to say. But yeah, we did it in-house and had somebody do it. And if you want to go further, so if you're in Clean Business Network, in the Cleaning Business Starter course, at the very end, there's a video called The System. And I break down how I paid them, even though I ain't have a huge budget. So go watch that video if you're in Clean Business Network. All right, we'll make this the last one, y'all, because it's the last one up here right now. And I'm tired, and we've been up here about an hour and a half. So here we go. We'll be back tomorrow. Akeem says, I've asked every question you all are suggesting. They aren't really doing it. We have money in the bank, but don't want to get behind because of net 30. They awarded me just 2 locations. Well, if you got the money in the bank, take that risk. I'm taking the risk. And
Yeah,
then you know what else? And I was just gonna say, you know what else too? You still can go get that loan I was talking about too, because guess what you can do when you got money in the bank? You can borrow against it. So use that money in the bank as collateral. Go get a secured loan or a secured credit card, and then use the secured loan or credit card to fund the salary during that time. So you still have your cash, but then you also have the credit to fund the thing. And so now you got both. And if the people pay on time, now you just got extra operating capital in the bank. So there you go. But make it happen, bro. And if you can't, hey, you can't. But try that for sure. There we go. And we are wrapping up. But Brandon, you just in time to go ahead and catch it. So we'll let y'all know. Thank y'all so much for joining us again. And before we go, I just want to tell you that I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. Appreciate y'all for joining us on the stream today. And if you don't do nothing else, guess what? Go to www.cbnconference.com, y'all. I just missed a call from Miss Debbie Sardone too. I had to call her right back. She's supposed to join us tomorrow, y'all. So make sure y'all here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. But make sure you go to cbnconference.com, get your tickets, meet us in Las Vegas, Nevada, February 28th through March 1st. Get your tickets. We all going to be there live on the stage. We're going to be out in the crowd mingling with everybody. I'm going to be at the bar a lot, so you can meet me there. But make sure you're there, talk to us. Know what I mean? And we can chop it up and let's keep growing these businesses, y'all. I'm out of here. What y'all got?
For sure. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Give everybody a follow. Check out the tickets. Come meet us in Las Vegas. My name is Carolyn Arellano, founder of Cleaning Business Mentor. And yeah, we'll be back on live tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard.
And I was on mute. Here we go. Take 2. Brandon Orr here, founder of Cure Cleaning, based out of Chicago, operating in Dallas, Texas as well. Go ahead and get your tickets to the CBN conference. You definitely don't want to miss that. A lot of gems will be dropped. All you got to do is show up and pick up. But anyway, guys, I'm so excited about your business, excited about your future, and you should be too. Let's go out there and win, guys. We still got a little bit of time left in the day. Let's see if we can book an appointment. If you book an appointment by the end of the day today, I'm on Central Time, so it's 3:30. If you're on Eastern, that means it's 4:30. You got 30 minutes to call somebody and book a walkthrough appointment. If you book a walkthrough appointment, we're going to have something for you. I don't know what it is, but we're going to have something for you. Book a walkthrough appointment. It got to be valid. Send it to AJ, Carolyn, or myself. and we gonna figure something out. But go book a walkthrough appointment. Let's get it.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no motherfucking fashion show.